Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Fuck 'em. Okay, well, you.
There it is.
Here it is. Here it is. Here we are. Kalu Kalay. It's Matinee Edition Day. My God, episode 20?
Yeah.
Episode 20. I'm
20.
hashtagging. You can't see it. I'm not hashtagging with my fingers.
Hashtag episode 20. Hashtag we checked for the first time ever before we recorded.
I figured, start off not sounding like jackasses.
How many of these episodes have we recorded so far? Oh no, but we're pretty cool for recording this many of them.
However many, it's a lot.
It's a lot. We're fucking awesome. Hey,
man.
We're 1 year away from being We're one episode away from being able to drink that non-Olympia moonshine. Just moonshine.
Just straight up moonshine.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first time I drank Everclear.
Good God.
Nobody
the band?
told me. No, man. Have you ever drank Everclear?
Yeah.
Okay, God.
I'm just
you never
around.
should. Like, children should not.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, not calling you a child. I'm just saying, like, just in general, children should not. Just as a warning.
It's like I saw an Onion article the other day that was like somebody has recently discovered the elusive 5 Loco.
Oh God.
They found the 5th Loco somewhere.
I know this makes me sound like an alcoholic, but that's okay because I was an alcoholic, or maybe, I don't know if that stops or whatever. But me and a buddy used to have a spot in an alley behind the bars where we'd get drunk on Four Locos.
Good God.
Before we went to the bars.
Good God.
Yeah. Because
was this in Wenatchee?
Yes, it was.
Shocker.
Yeah. And people wonder why I call that place a fucking hole, man.
We have a coworker. In the interest of not fucking with them too much, I'm gonna not say their name.
Fair enough.
They said that they got blasted on Four Locos when they were a teenager all the time because they just wanted the thing that would fuck them up the quickest.
Well, that's kind of it. That's why we drank in the alley. Man.
Yep.
It was because it was like it was cheap and quick, and like you got I don't know, you got the effect.
I mean, it's doing its job.
And speaking of doing its job, we got to get back on fucking topic, man. Let's stop talking about Four Locos and start talking about actual shit we got to talk about. First off, Tremors 7.
God damn it.
I told you I was going to throw it.
He said, he told me about this shit before the podcast started, and he was like, I'm just going to throw it in somewhere.
Here it is.
The mystery, as if it's something under the ground. Like, you never know when it's coming. It's
so good.
Once you feel it coming, it's too late.
Oh, God. Tremors news.
Oh no!
Anyway, just shout outs to that weird. I saw the news and I was so surprised.
When was the last time there was a Tremors movie?
I don't fucking know, but
it had to be like the late 90s.
2020 will be the next Tremors movie.
Holy shit!
Unless they squeezed out, but apparently filming has just started on Tremors 7, and it's called Island Fury.
Good God!
I know, right?
I'm putting my money down. It's gonna be Endgame at the box office. They're gonna have the best promotional material in the world.
They're gonna re-release Endgame just to beat it.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna Tremors 7 is gonna be like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then the rest of it's Avengers Endgame.
That'd be fucking ridiculous. Oh man. Okay, so that's out of the way.
Actual news.
Yeah,
because Tremors 7, we all know is gonna pass like the recent Mission Impossible movie. That's the recent Men in Black movie.
Oh my God, dude! I'm interested in that movie still. I'm waiting for it to pop up on a streaming service.
What the fuck?
That's not me.
Audience, you hearing that shit?
That might be a tremor.
Rumbling. Is it a tremor? We live in the Pacific Northwest. You never know when the big one's coming.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah.
Well, either way, if we get eaten by an actual tremor while we're recording this podcast, kudos to you for being able to listen to us die. Because I'll make sure it's still up from the grave.
Potentially, some of the audience base, maybe the ones that aren't listening anymore, would be perfectly fine with that.
Yep, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Actual movie news.
yeah, so I watched the Kingsman 3 trailer for the first time.
The King's Man.
The King's Man, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, poo poo,
Ooh.
papa.
It looks like a blast.
It does, dude. I mean, it looks. I'm a sucker for Ralph Fiennes movies.
Yeah.
That dude's just like a fucking good actor. And
Yeah.
Like, and he, for like whatever prim and proper he kind of brings to like his roles, which
Yeah.
he does.
It's his thing, I feel like.
Yeah, even Voldemort, dude.
The proper
There was like this
gentleman.
weird proper Englishness to Voldemort.
Rafe- He was Voldemort?
Yeah, dude. Ralph.
No way. I thought it was
Ralphie.
I thought it was the dude who played Red Skull.
No.
Really?
No, that's
Shit.
that's Hugo Weaving.
Oh yeah, Hugo
Yeah.
Weaving. But Hugo Weaving's played like all the evil dudes in sci-fi / fantasy.
He was
like,
he was hot for a second.
he
okay.
was Agent Agent
Smith.
Agent Smith.
He was Agent Smith. He did
Red Skull.
He-
Megatron.
He did the voice on Megatron?
Yeah, he
What?
still is.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what sealed the deal for me. I was like, this dude's getting typecast.
That's wild. And he was V for Vendetta guy.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you know he was like, I think it was the Matrix that like launched him into like this little like weird sci-fi
Niche.
boost.
This guy's a very entertaining villain.
Yeah, he's got quite the voice.
Yeah.
What were we talking about originally?
The King's Man.
The King's Man, though. Yes, Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes. The King's Man. The gentleman of warfare.
It does. It looks like. I mean, it looks fun, and just like all the other two movies have so far.
Yep. The
Like-
first trailer was like super gritty looking, and only at the end could you really notice that it was a Kingsman film.
Yeah, because there's like some like
It's World War One.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
World
you,
War-
you see some doughboys in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw. You see a bunch of people in like no man's land. Pretty sure Rasputin is the bad guy.
I was wondering that. It looked like basically
So,
looked like Rasputin.
That's Aaron Taylor Johnson,
weird.
who plays Quicksilver in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
Right?
I know him from that. I also know him like it's Kick-Ass.
Yeah, he's Kick-Ass in
Yeah,
Kick-Ass.
But that was him.
That's him playing Rasputin.
I had no idea who it was.
Yeah.
But, like, I was just like, that's some
I also
weird,
saw
gnarly
Daniel
old man.
Bruhl in the mix, which is always a plus for
Yeah.
me. I love that dude.
Totally.
Watch oh son of a bitch. It was a movie he was in, Rush.
what's that?
It was a Ron Howard film from like maybe 4 years ago. It's a story about these two racers in like the 70s, Formula One.
Oh, was that with Liam Neeson also?
No, Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth was in
Liam
it.
Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
I was thinking Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, he plays
Liam Neeson.
he plays Nicky Lauda, who actually respect to that dude as a avid Formula One fan. I have a lot of respect for that man. He just passed away. He early in his life, actually it happens in the film. Spoilers. It was 50 years ago. He crashes and he survives inside of his car for like 5 minutes in the burning flames, and like 90% of his body was burned. And within 6 weeks, he raced again.
Hardcore, man.
Yeah, fucking
you're not
die
hardcore
hard.
unless you live hardcore.
Yeah. So Rush, Ron Howard movie, I think 2014. It got nominated for Best Picture, and it's a fucking great movie. I stand by that.
Dude, Ron Howard, man.
He makes
Ron
consistently good
Howard.
film,
Yeah,
unless it's Solo.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Half his movie, you know.
Solo's like it was solely used to like expand that universe a little
Yeah.
bit. I think that's all it was. It was
Nothing.
like.
The weirdest part about that movie was Darth Maul at the end.
That's what I mean. Like I think
just
that was like a really ham-fisted way of doing it, but like
It's like, you know what we need him to do? We need him to stand up, ignite the lightsaber.
Yeah.
So the stupid people are like, oh, it's the dude from 2001 with the double-sided lightsaber,
You know
and
what?
then they sit back down.
I can't remember what fucking movie it was for, but I just read that like people went. Oh, it was for this movie called Meet Joe Black. It was like a Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah.
So when that movie came out, that was the first time a teaser trailer for The Phantom Menace
Oh yeah.
was released.
Which that was a big deal, right?
It was a huge deal, dude. I remember when when those were fucking going, like when the idea of that was happening.
Yeah.
Like so much.
Wasn't
excitement.
that was one of the first? To my knowledge, I was 3 years old at the time.
Fair.
To my knowledge, that was one of the first teasers that was mainly circulated online. So, like,
Maybe.
but people had to you had to get Java in order to watch it. People were flipping out.
Dang. I don't know. I didn't have much internet access back in that day, but which is legit.
Yeah,
But
fucking weird to think of.
I know.
This
But,
isn't-
but people bought tickets for the whole, like, the movie sale. The movie sold well a little bit.
Yeah.
Because people bought so many tickets to go see that teaser trailer.
Yeah.
And then just fucking left.
That's
they
like
didn't
what
even stay to see the movie.
It's like what It 2 tried to do with the Birds of Prey trailer.
Ooh.
But we all watched that.
Yeah, that got leaked, man. That's
yeah.
Although
it took longer.
To be honest, I have no idea what was going on in that trailer very much.
Me either. It looks like another Suicide Squad trailer. Except
I hope
maybe
not.
this time the tonality is what they actually show in the trailer.
Yeah, which is that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Because that would make a fun movie, I think. I just don't know what the fuck. Like, it seems so out of left field because they haven't established most of it, you know?
Well, it's gonna be like the fucking Justice League film then. They're gonna realize that it's not working.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, it looks like Birds of Prey and BVS Man of Steel. We're just gonna ignore in the continuity along with Justice League.
And that's what I was wondering. Are they gonna use James Gunn's the Suicide Squad as like a complete...
I've heard it's like soft reboot.
Yeah. And so these things these projects that have been in work are just going to be like kind of
what about Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang?
I want to know where Halle Berry's Catwoman stands in this universe.
Holy shit! Yeah. What if they brought her back? That'd be amazing.
Okay, so
wait,
real quick,
we're getting into.
So there, I got some little bit right there.
Yeah.
The only reason I pay attention to this is for nerdiness. The Arrowverse. Right, from the TV show.
Yeah.
So they're doing this big crossover event, which they've done like one for like every season so far.
Yeah.
And this one actually sounds fairly cool for the nostalgic reasons.
Yeah.
So it's the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event, and they're bringing in like Tom Welling to play the reprise like Clark Kent from Smallville. They have Brandon Routh, who played fucking Superman in the Superman Returns movie.
Good God.
He's playing a version of Superman. He's playing the Kingdom Come version of Superman. Like, if you're familiar with that storyline, which is an amazing fucking storyline.
Back in the bright and early days of Coffee and Contemplation, you did an episode on it. I think that was the first one I listened to. And I was like, oh my God, this dude needs to get humored.
Yep. But I mean, seriously, like it's like the only reason it looks cool is for the nerdiness factor.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping that after that they just tank the show.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are going away pretty soon.
I hope so. Which brings me to my one other point for television. Do you know what that is? It's not DC.
I know what it is, but for the sake of
it's Marvel.
Yeah,
it's Marvel.
For the sake of the listener,
but
take a guess. It is we're going from our third favorite franchise to our first.
Boom.
Anybody that needs to ask the second, we made a fucking ton of Fast and Furious episodes. So just go back that far.
I do have one Fast and Furious thing we could throw out there.
Seriously?
Yeah. So recently, because of the success of Hobbs and Shaw, Vin Diesel reached out and was like, "Hey, congratulations to The Rock," which is like a huge olive branch.
Yeah.
And The Rock got back. He was like, "Thanks, man," and he like ended his message with like, "I'll be seeing you soon, Toretto." And everybody was like, "Oh my God, is The Rock coming back to the Fast and Furious movies?"
Oh my God! Wow.
That's all I got.
Oh my God!
So there you go. So we have something for 3, 2, and now 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
back to number 1, which we're gonna have a bit to talk about on this end.
Yeah, let's just camp on this for a second.
Yeah. So Marvel TV is going away, and it's all getting rolled in and taken over by what now was formerly Marvel Movie.
Yeah.
And that production team. I think they cited for more consistent quality and overall connectivity to the universe.
Yeah. I think they're still gonna use that original production company as like an animation.
That's what I heard as well.
But it'll be fucking awesome if they really start embracing even like the idea of even potential television shows being rolled into their continuity.
Which I mean, like
that's the thing. I think that's one of the things that everybody loves. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I've heard like there's been a good response to Runaways. That Cloak and Dagger show really struck the chord with the tween audience. I heard.
Have you watched either of those?
I've not. I've heard good things about Runaways. And I've heard Cloak and Dagger is just another ABC show.
Yeah, I figured it was just like to be honest, like I mentioned that other time, I think I'm in this like different age bracket.
Yeah.
Where like that just
it's weird.
I don't like that drama.
Like we can watch the MCU films are very like all ages appropriate.
For sure.
Like there is some stuff that like it does skew a bit older.
Yeah.
Like half the universe dying in one of them. Shout out to the screaming child that was in front of me yelling at his mom, "I don't want to go away." And but I mean like overall they're pretty consumer friendly products.
No,
But
for sure. Yeah.
those two in particular, I feel like I've heard Runaways less so, but like Cloak and Dagger, from the trailer I watched of that, I was like, fuck. This is like the one MCU thing I'm not gonna actively watch.
Yeah, I mean, I just
And
didn't
it
seem
sucks that
interested.
it's Cloak and Dagger because I love those characters.
That would be fun. I mean, they'd be like cool characters to see. That,
Yeah.
Like, I think rolled into the continuity of the MCU.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but they had a crossover like between the two, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. Runaways was a Hulu show.
No, but I read something about it.
Really?
I read the Runaways, specifically Runaways, or was it? No, there's like one other. There's Runaways.
Inhumans.
Oh my god. There's one other like random like teen show, isn't there?
I don't know.
Because the Runaways is the OC of fucking Marvel shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, it is the Runaways.
Yeah.
But I read that they had a crossover, which again brings me to that point of people fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
You want to see as much as possible these characters interact.
While like Spider-Man Far From Home was a $1 billion movie, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home was a $1 billion plus movie. I think it rounded out its run at 1.6 billion. And like that's just one character.
Yeah.
His interaction was with fucking Happy Hogan and Mysterio. That was just a projection.
Yeah.
Like that was his interaction with bigger characters. Like now the title of biggest movie ever is held by a Marvel film where there were like seeing the behind the scenes stuff for Endgame is fucking crazy, which it also made me realize the dude who does the James Gunn's brother, Kraglin.
Oh yeah, Sean.
Yeah, Sean Gunn, who plays Kraglin.
Yeah.
He was there. He was like right behind Spider-Man. In that fight, it was cut out of the film, but you can see him. He's there. He's got Yondu's like mohawk and everything.
Dude, he's rolling with that.
And he's got a gun with him. You can see the arrow like floating with like some weird stuff in the behind the scenes.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. I'm disappointed it didn't make the cut, but the line, the like shot where there's easily like 30 actors all in costume. It looks fucking dope. Like, and that shit made money. And didn't piss anyone off.
Well, and that's
Like-
I mean, the thing is with like it made money with all that fucking like star power.
Yeah.
I mean, not just like
Imagine the
like
bill.
well, and that's what I mean. Like it made money despite the amount that they had to shell out to make money. You know what I mean?
I just imagine the
crazy.
people writing the fucking checks were like, oh, good thing we're getting RDJ out of this.
Yeah.
It's like
That last check officially writes him out.
like, yeah, well, actually, I mean, like, quick little thing, he's showing up in Black Widow, apparently.
I did hear about that. I've also heard he's going to be voicing the potential Tony Stark AI for an Ironheart series.
I'm down. Whatever works.
I think
They can get away with paying him only a couple $1 million in that context.
Right. Yeah, right.
Like, his 4 days on set for Spider-Man Homecoming was like $2 million.
I think legitimately they're just worried that they're going to like not be as successful without him.
Yeah, well, I personally, this is showing my preference of characters here. I think it's more like the Captain America hole might be the more difficult one to fill.
I mean, I don't think so though, because you got both like you got Bucky, you got fucking the Falcon, and you got like arguably Black Panther can fill like the void in where Captain America is. Cause he's
What
like,
about
he's a born
Brie
leader.
Larson's Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I mean, like, she's, I mean, like, I just don't want her to fulfill like a Captain America role. I want her to be like a fucking cosmic adventurer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see like her like running into the fucking Silver Surfer, flying around in space. And
Fuck it, why not?
Like, holy shit, Norrin Rad, what are you doing here?
What? Let's imagine she gets drilled with the board.
Just boom. Like, dude, that's
like
fucking crazy.
They I did
that
see an article. I think it was from We Got This Covered, and it ended up being not true, thankfully. But the article was titled "Disney and Marvel Lose Confidence in Brie Larson and Cancel Upcoming Captain Marvel Projects."
No.
And I was like, oh, Fuck.
That might be why I heard the rumors that she's like trying to get Feige to cast her in a Star Wars movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard.
Chris Evans was on that too.
I know. I heard both captains wanted to transition.
Oh boy.
They're franchise hoppers.
Yeah. Franchise hoppers.
Next thing you know, Feige's gonna deny Chris Evans. He's gonna be like, "No, you're done, Captain." And then you're gonna see Chris
Nuts in my house
show up in the Fast and Furious movie.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah,
dude. He should play like a radicalized far right American.
That'd be fucking deep, man.
Let's get political with Fast and Furious.
Oh my god, the last place we need political commentary is on Fast and Furious.
These guys are furious with their monster trucks, but they sure aren't fast.
And they don't know anything about family.
What a weird tangent.
I don't even
What are we
know.
talking about?
Doesn't
you can
matter.
you can tell I just got off work, drinking a fuck ton of espresso.
Oh, man.
You're drinking some very highly concentrated looking shit.
Yeah, I'm zooming, man.
Yeah, we're going here. What were we talking about? We're talking about Marvel TV.
Yeah, okay, so Marvel TV is transitioning
Yeah.
into being a more continuity friendly studio service, which means that they have now streaming television and just
Movies.
movie projects going.
Yeah, and that's so I mean, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wrapped recently, so we're not. Our baby isn't gonna be touched by this.
No.
So fucking good. So
Well,
fucking.
at least I'm just glad that they're like fulfilling the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that they're like doing a full run and like giving it a proper ending.
There's some people on YouTube that have like caught wind. Oh, it's a really good show, and they're doing like a weekly like viewing party type thing, and it's like 10 people, and they're every time they're in the first season, like Samuel Jackson pops up in like 3 episodes, I think. And every time like, oh my god! And now I think they're in the 4th season. They're like, where the fuck is Samuel Jackson? It's been a while since we saw it.
Yeah, right. Like you start noticing that bigger void. And,
It's like, wow, they haven't referenced the movies in like a year and a half. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, and it gets kind of weird when like Shield tanks in the MCU, and you're just like, and it's like, so is Coulson like the acting? Director of like an underground Shield in the movies.
Yeah.
too?
Well, I think the weirdest thing is that, and this is something they're trying to alleviate, is that the beginning of Age of Ultron is completely linked to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The raid on that Hydra facility.
Oh.
That even the dude, Dr. List,
Yeah.
he has a line in Age of Ultron right before Stark shoots him.
Shit.
And like it's the same actor and everything. Like they're inherently tight. And I was like watching that with hindsight. I'm like, Phil Coulson's behind this op.
Oh my god.
And they all think he's dead. Like,
They all think.
like
Well, and, like they had other like random characters that were crossed over too.
Maria Hill showed up on an episode.
For sure.
Fucking,
And the guy from from the Winter Soldier movie who was like a Hydra agent.
Sitwell,
dude.
Yeah.
He was in
Also,
like a couple episodes.
Lady Sif.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
she
over
actually just got confirmed to be coming back for Love and Thunder.
Oh wow.
She didn't die in Ragnarok. She was off world, I guess. Was
Oh,
the origin.
lucky.
Yeah, she was too busy shooting some random ABC show or something. That's all that actress is in.
Well, there it is. Okay, what else Marvel-wise do we have?
Oh, what else we got? Spider-Man's back!
Boom. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
That's right.
Play
that's
that soundbite.
Fuck 'em. Okay, well, you.
Wow, we really are running on fucking high caffeine.
Well, Spider-Man though. Spider-Man. Okay, so Spider-Man is back in the MCU. Did he argue? Do you think he actually left?
I think somebody leaked the fact that they were negotiating too early, and then they were like, "Oh, we're done." It was all. I stand by my theory that it was all leverage based.
I think it was a big publicity thing.
Yeah, I think anybody that tells you otherwise is lying to themselves. Like,
but I do think Sony got some things out of this. They arguably got a little notoriety and a kind of like they're probably going to be working a little closer with Disney in promoting their villain line of movies, which I think they're doing, dude. They have like a Morbius movie in the works with Jared Leto.
Leto
Leto Mosquito.
They just said, what was it, a Madam
fucking Madam Web movie, which is the most random thing.
What the fuck? How's that gonna work?
I don't know. I remember the best reference for Madam Web I have is from the 90s animated TV series.
Yeah.
Which, like, cool, but
what?
seems so far-fetched.
They also said there was gonna be a Silk movie a while back. I don't know if that got canceled.
And before, before they canceled the Amazing Spider-Man run, they were gonna do like a Sinister Six solo. Series.
Okay, here's how I feel about this and them greenlighting all this shit. It's the same as when you hear, oh, DC is gonna be making a Batwoman movie.
Pretty much.
It's spitballing, seeing what people respond well to.
It's like what Donald Trump does to the media. He throws shit out there and then just sees what sticks and then picks the story and runs with it.
Yep.
That's kind of what the movies have been doing to us as like fans. They're really just sort of like, all right, we're gonna do like a Scorpion solo movie. And everybody's like, who the fuck cares, dude? Like,
Scorpion's a better character to have with others.
But I will say this, dude. One solo fucking the villain movie that I would love to see from Sony in terms of like a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Craven.
Fuck, dude.
I would love to see a Craven Last Hunt like solo movie.
I would be cool with that if they did like a 50-50 split between do a two-perspective film where it was like even split between him and Spider-Man.
That's what I mean. Like they could really do something like that, dude. That'd be a great storytelling movie.
So for those that don't know, Spider-Man will be in the MCU for one more film, and he is contracted to be in one more crossover film.
Okay.
So that is the deal.
And then
subject to change.
Then does he go back to Sony as a property, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So pretty much we're like Disney's seeing him on the weekends, and Sony.
Mom and Dad figured it out.
Mom and Dad figured it out. So Disney's seeing him on the weekends, and then the rest of the time he's gonna go back and hang out with Venom. So
Venom's a great babysitter from what I hear.
Oh yeah, totally. There's
lethal protector.
Did the baby ever come back?
Oh shit. So do you think we're gonna see a Spider-Man Venom movie?
I think eventually.
Yeah.
But then I think Feige said something like Feige. He said something like, I don't make that joke at any other point during the week except for when we're recording this. It's worth mentioning.
Neither. Nobody would get it.
Nobody would get it. We don't work together enough. We'd look at each other at work and be like, Feige. In the distance. Feige.
It's like when the wind
he was
blows,
like, Spider-Man's the only superhero that has the ability to cross universes. So I think they might go a way of like leaving it open to eventually like coming together.
Yeah.
Maybe do like reference it in Doctor Strange. Be like, oh, it's like legitimately like they once said about the Venom universe and the Spider-Man universe and like the MCU that they were adjacent. Maybe do that.
Yeah.
Because then it leaves it open to like if Spider-Man goes away for a bit, him actually coming back, maybe with Venom that time. Well, I honestly think it's not going to come to that. I think like Sony's going to get bought out before then, and Marvel's going to get it anyway.
Oh my god, though, if Sony gets bought out, that would be one of if Disney ends up buying Sony at some point.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it would be Disney because like I saw somebody did the math. Disney would actually then become a monopoly, and it wouldn't get authorized.
Fair enough.
So like the recent negotiations between Apple for like Apple TV Plus, they were looking at buying a production studio, and Sony was supposedly who they were looking at. So
could you imagine that though?
Yeah. But then that would revert the rights back to Marvel though.
Yeah, at least for Spider-Man. But I'm just thinking like that'd be an insane deal.
Apple versus Disney. What is crazy though? This is getting into my other hobby that I am totally behind the stocks and everything. I do a ton of that shit. Disney owns a fuck ton of Apple stock, and Apple owns a near majority stake in Disney.
God damn.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
So weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Well,
whatever. Let's get into the real nitty gritty of this stuff.
You mentioned maybe like Doctor Strange, kind of maybe like being involved in hinting at the Spider-Man alternative universe. So that could also be like a plug for that Madam Web thing. Maybe that's why they're trying to announce something like that. Because Madam Web's kind of a mystical character in terms of like Spider-Man characters.
I mean, hey, that'd be dope.
So maybe
I'm pretty sure it's slated. So it's 2021 is the next Spider-Man movie, which is right after the next Doctor Strange film. Personally, what I think is going to happen with that movie is that it is going to be because
Which one? The Strange movie or the
no,
Spider-Man?
the Spider-Man one.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. The Spider-Man film is going to be like his identity's out there. This is the fucking perfect time to Craven.
Oh yeah,
His-
dude. Well, because he'd be able to hunt, like it'd be
Yeah.
such a good hunting story.
Yeah, he is on the run.
Yes.
He's a menace.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Put Craven in there, man.
Yeah.
Do that. Dude, the companies are trying to crossbreed. Put Jason Momoa in the role.
Oh shit! Well, that'd be great.
He would, dude. He
Who would be-
fucking awesome. I can't take credit for that. I saw a fan cast online like a while ago for that, and I was like, that would be
Who would be a
perfect.
good Craven?
I do Jason Momoa.
I say Russell Crowe.
Okay, we're gonna time travel back and get Russell Crowe from like The Gladiator. and,
Ooh,
like,
who's the dude that is in all those like the White House? Not White House Down.
Oh
Angel Has Fallen.
no, Gerard Way.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, not Gerard Way, the guy from My Chemical Romance. Yeah. Okay. So,
Wait.
I mean, I really.
Who's that
like,
thinking?
who would be a good Craven though? Like,
Bear Grylls.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, I would.
Who's like a gruff Shia LaBeouf?
Shia Surprise, dude. No, I'm on that. I'm on that kick of like, I think they should really consider Shia LaBeouf.
Because,
for
like,
that, for that
I think
midnight role, or something more physical, because I think he would actually be a good like physical character. Like he could probably get some like cool like choreography down.
I think like the dude's he's a stage actor.
He's
by
a
trade.
dedicated. Yeah, exactly. He dedicates himself to his fucking role.
I think that
I just don't think he's a machine kind of person. Though.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if and money makes anybody do anything. So
Yeah.
and frankly, they have all of ours. So
We'll find out, but.
I think that'd be perfect for Craven. I mean, Moon Knight would be great as well, but for Craven, like that character himself is a very like I respect the prey. It's a conversation like that sort of thing.
For sure, I think.
And I love Craven's Last Hunt and that story because partially for the reason that he thinks he kills Spider-Man, buries him, and then becomes Spider-Man, and in his mind does a better job. And then just kills himself.
Which is kind of funny because they sort of regurgitate that eventually, like the idea, with Otto Octavius and the Superior Spider-Man series,
which is an awesome story in of itself.
It really is, and it was so popular and it was so well received that it completely like brought in like a new side to the Spider-Man lore.
Have you seen what they
cool fucking series to maybe run with?
Ooh, yeah, like a pseudo like let's see how What If does. Do that.
Oh, dude, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool to do a What If like Spider-Man version.
a long form What If.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Which have you seen what to deviate just a bit? Follow up to Superior Spider-Man. Have you seen what they did with Octavius as of lately?
No.
In the comics?
No.
He took going back to the Clone Saga. He took one of the clone bodies from Peter Parker.
Oh shit.
And went and just took the consciousness like he did with Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just with the octopus legs at this point.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So he's a Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man with Otto Octavius' powers at this point, which is fucking awesome.
That's pretty legit.
I think he's going by Superior Octopus, which is just a stupid sounding name.
Yeah,
but
that's they sometimes they fall short with that shit. The titles they run with some of these random.
Some of them are this is fucking dope, but other ones
he's like, meh.
Nah.
Man, okay, so I think just with Spider-Man being back in the MCU, my hope kind of gets reignited for the whole idea of using She-Hulk as Spider-Man's potential lawyer.
Fuck it, dude, Matt Murdock.
Well, I just think that would be too obvious. If they're and I think it'd be too hard to recast Charlie Cox.
Yeah, it's too fresh.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think Marvel knows that, but they seem also unwilling to really bring Charlie Cox.
It's like what we were saying about
Daredevil into the fold.
It's like what we were saying about Shang-Chi. It's any other time if Iron Fist hadn't been that dumpster fire it was in the first season.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say second season of Iron Fist ain't half bad. But
except
in the finger guns.
The fucking ending is atrocious.
Yeah, the finger guns. The entire episode's cool, and then you get to that last shot. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
My favorite Iron Fist thing is his part of the Defenders.
I think when he shows up in the highlight of the Defenders for me was when he's getting tackled and shit in the office.
Oh yeah.
And Luke Cage just pushes down the doors. What a fucking awesome moment.
Yeah, it really was. It was cool.
Also, actually, I think the best of Iron Fist was when he popped up in Luke Cage season 2. Like,
that little camera. It was cool though.
It was a full episode.
Because it like I was hoping that would launch some sort of like maybe potentially like Iron,
Power Man and Iron
series.
Fist.
That'd be fucking dope. Like that would be probably a popular series.
That's what we were telling ourselves when they were starting canceling it. I remember working with you.
We were consoling ourselves.
It's like, oh, Iron Fist got canceled. Shocker. Like, what? It makes sense. And then we saw, oh, okay, Luke Cage got canceled. Oh, okay, that makes sense. They might be doing like Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, Daredevil just got canceled. Oh no.
One by one, dude.
Oh no. Queen starts playing. Like,
so Marvel seems to be rolling, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think they're right in this stage, and we'll find out more because, like I said, like I was saying, New York City Comic Con's I think this weekend. So
yeah, which I actually saw something about like a upcoming like a press leak from like a press package for New York City Comic Con that mentioned something about the Thunderbolts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I saw this too because they saw. There's been images of Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
On set of Black Widow.
Fuck yeah.
So the rumor may be that he might be there to recruit the character Yelena.
Yeah.
So,
who I've heard is going to be like the new Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, that would be fucking awesome.
I also saw something interesting
because that also
tying
means
that
Norman Osborn gets brought in.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Norman Osborn's especially in modern Thunderbolt stuff. Like he's had some pretty heavy hands.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do like Rick. Who'd have thought it'd be making a Suicide Squad reference? But like the Rick Flag to the Suicide Squad, because like I think Norman Osborn is a bit outlandish, especially with the deal with Sony and how it is still sort of flimsy. Watch them bring back Iron Patriot.
Ooh.
With Don Cheadle, and just make him like the good guy trying to point them in the right direction.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That can make for a good TV, like good streaming series. Probably.
Yeah, that'd be a great show.
Yeah.
And you have
Interesting.
You have Neon Red Hulk. Maybe he can bond to Ghost Rider and get the Venom symbiote simultaneously, like the one time he kicked Galactus' ass in the comics.
Oh fuck! There was the rumor that the Red Hulk was cut from Endgame.
Really?
They were considering, at least as in the idea stage, they were considering bringing in Red Hulk at that end fight.
What the fuck? Yeah. What a weird...
Dude, wrong time to introduce that character.
Like, hey, they just pulled a fucking Justice League on Avengers Endgame. I would be baffled if in that moment I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thunderbolt Ross? Red Hulk? We missed something.
Just picture it's... not Black Panther coming through the fucking portal. Just Thunderbolt Ross.
No, just imagine it's silhouetted Hulk, and you're like, oh, cool. Oh, shit. It's Banner. And then you see the mustache. The mustache is the first thing to come into view. Like, that's... Which, actually, so tying Black Widow into everything else, I guess in the test footage, the suit that Black Widow is wearing in Infinity War is being worn by one of the other Black Widows in the footage they'd shown.
Oh, wild. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a little thing that somebody picked up on. I saw a little...
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they're kind of making it stay relevant with current MCU.
Which then...
current-ish MCU.
It's also worth saying, in one of the shots in that trailer, you supposedly get to see her with the blonde hair. And with the red and blonde hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like takes place I wouldn't be surprised if it's like in the gap between Infinity War and Endgame.
Dang. That'd be that's the most one of the most interesting things I'm waiting to find out about that movie is where it takes place in the timeline.
We know where this character is going.
Definitely.
But watch them throw us a curveball right at the end and be like, Cap, return the Soul Stone.
Well, that's the weird thing about it is that it's a movie that people all have expectations as to where they know the character ends.
I would pay great money if the beginning of this film is her just like hitting the ground and her life flashing before her eyes. Like, and it's like you see the flashes of all her moments in the MCU and that slows down and it's like, oh, I've never told anybody about this one.
No, okay, this is perfect. This is it. So it's the moment she lets go of Hawkeye and then like she's falling. And then it just cuts out and then starts like showing just starts playing like the story from the movie.
I was thinking
right before she hit it comes back right at the end. She splats, hits the movie.
What slap?
And then it fades to black and just says Finn.
I was thinking more like she turned to the camera and went, wasn't this a precarious situation? Let me tell you about this time in my life that I've never brought up to anyone else.
That nobody's never heard of.
While falling, leans a bit.
Oh my god.
Like, it's Black Widow. I'm gonna go hang out with Deadpool.
Oh, which reminds me, I just read about this random Marvel announcement. They were like announcing another like comic storyline.
Yeah.
And it's about they're basically gonna do these one-shot stories about these characters' last days, like the end of their days.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And like Miles Morales is one of them, Venom was one of them, Captain Marvel, and Deadpool is one of them. And
cool.
There's like, I think one or two others that
they're
gonna do. And I thought it'd be really interesting because Captain America was one of them. Just to like see, because I mean I thought like of characters like Deadpool, who can't be killed. Like how fucking far into the future does that cat live?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be him like getting consumed by the sun.
Yeah, like something.
You see, so actually, like, cool things about unkillable characters right now going on in comics. So number one, it's both of them are Wolverine. So there's a run going on right now called Dead Man Logan, which is the follow-up to Old Man Logan.
Nice.
Where he has like adamantium poisoning and he's finally like trying to clean up the world before he dies.
Yeah.
And it's him running around with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter. And I guess she got shot. She gets like shot in the chest. And there is what is like a historical site in that world where it's the last place Thor's hammer is resting.
I just saw this. Yeah.
And Thor's decrepit corpse is like right beside it. And she falls down. And the hammer just like falls over a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, and she picks it up and is like, "Oh hell yeah!" Which I'm pretty sure is what it actually says in the comic panel.
Yeah, I think so. I just saw that too. Like I mean, the Old Man Logan story was fucking wild when it came out. It blew
it's
my
so
fucking,
good.
I was just like, whoa! It's so like, the writing
Blind
was awesome.
Hawkeye was dope.
Blind Hawkeye was crazy cool. And I'm so glad that they found a way to like plug him into like everything.
Yeah.
And I saw that panel too. That was so cool. Because they're just like that you see the hammer like upright in one panel and the next panel just like it's on its side and you're just like, oh shit, something's about to happen.
So the other one is that with House of X going on, so they realize, number one, House of X is still fucking insane.
Everything I've seen about House of X,
Apocalypse is part of Excalibur now. Which, how the fuck did that happen? So he's a good guy, and they've realized that humans are never going to stop trying to kill mutants. So let's take away their tools that they used to do it. So they go to super close to the sun. I guess there's a station where they're building Sentinels. And that's where like the central mind of the Sentinels is. Yeah,
like Master Mold or whatever.
Yeah, Master Mold, that. And it's very close to the sun. There's these wires connecting it from falling into the sun. And it's like within close enough gravitational pull that without constant thrust away, it's gonna fall in.
Shit.
So they're destroying all the wires, trying to get Master Mold to fall into the sun. And I guess before the last ones, it all goes to shit. And they make the call. It's like, all right, we need Nightcrawler to beam Wolverine out into space, right against the edge of the fucking sun, and Wolverine needs to cut the last wires with his hands.
Yeah.
And they do it. And immediately Nightcrawler's vaporize.
Yeah, I saw.
And you watch as Wolverine slowly vaporizes, trying to destroy these, and dies.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck! They've killed this dude twice within 4 years."
Yeah, but they keep bringing him back because he became one of the most popular characters.
I don't know how they're gonna fucking bring this guy back.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a dicey one.
Well,
I can guarantee it's gonna be a cop out.
Yeah, well, however they do it, it's gonna happen though. You know it, because there's not gonna be like, at least in comics, they're just not gonna erase him from the story.
They might do the gold ball egg thing.
What's that?
Oh
shit! Yeah, I did.
The gold balls.
They were like birthing.
Yeah,
new versions of
gold
mutants.
balls are mutant clone eggs.
So wild. That shit's crazy, man. I don't know. All that stuff that they do in the comics is so.
Maybe one day we'll see it.
I think about that in terms of like what they're trying to accomplish in the movies, and I just think like, oh my god, like there's no fucking way.
I feel like the closest one we could get to in the near future is like Siege.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They're I mean, they're setting up like potential storylines like that, dude. Like, that would be so fun.
Asgard's on Earth.
That's what I mean. Like that would be so fun to fucking see a little bit of that kind of shit.
And it's been on my bucket list for a while to get a Sentry something.
Oh, dude.
Like,
I think he's too powerful, man.
I think it's too much.
I don't think they know what to do with the character.
Did you see recently in one of the comics, his personality and the Void have fused finally, and they're like one being.
Dang.
It's like his blonde hair has turned black. His suit's like black and purple now.
Dang.
And it's like the Avengers came to confront him, and they're like, we need to talk with you. And he's like, nope. And he just like in deep space, hanging out with Captain Marvel.
Shit.
Like fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a character like you just don't even know. Maybe they can make him like a big bad. Like they can make him a villain. That like they.
Well, I like the idea of him snapping back and forth. That would be like a scary villain.
Yeah, I mean, well, totally. It'd make him like that enemy. I mean, well, just that unpredictable enemy. Like you think he's your friend, and then all of a sudden, and you're just like, oh shit, this is the same. It's
you're a giant purple monster.
It's gonna rip Ares in half.
Yeah. Ooh, what a comic panel!
Still one of the most brutal comic panels I think I've seen.
Yeah.
Either way, so we'll leave on that. This has been episode number 20 of Matinee Edition. I'm Jared.
This is Lucas.
And well, I guess keep drinking some water.
And this is Robert De Niro.
Fuck him. Okay, well,